Many Americans are shocked by the shooting rampage at Fort Hood and wondering what would push a person to open fire and kill 13 people, wound 30 others. Army Chief of Staff General George Casey.
Candidly, this was a kick in the gut, not only for the Fort Hood community, but also for our entire Army.
The suspect, Major Nidal Hasan, is an Army psychiatrist who worked with soldiers with mental health problems. He recently received orders to head to a conflict zone. U.S. Congressman Michael McCall of Texas.
Apparently he became very disgruntled in the mission in Iraq and Afghanistan, voiced that to a lot of his colleagues.
McCall says prior to coming to Fort Hood, Hasan worked at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, where he received a poor performance evaluation. Hasan is a U.S.-born citizen of Palestinian descent, and while in the Washington area, he regularly worshipped at the Muslim Community Center. Arshad Qureshi is the center's chairman.
But he clearly was an observant Muslim in the sense that he came to pray.
The Muslim Community Center in Silver Spring, Maryland is where Hasan met Dr. Asif Qadri. He works at the center's clinic.
He gave me the impression he was a very thorough gentleman, very soft-spoken. He did not sound like a recluse or some kind of frustrated person or isolated person. He seemed to be a very happy, pleasant person.
Dr. Qadri describes Hasan as a balanced and helpful person who was grateful and proud to be in the Army. He worries about a backlash similar to what Muslim Americans experienced after the September 11th terrorist attacks on the United States.
I'm a Muslim, he's a Muslim. Every time something like that happens, they will say, oh, here we go again. You know, this is always like that in the back of your mind.
Nawar Shora of the American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee says it is already happening on the internet.
Odds are Major Hasan was not Al-Qaeda, but unfortunately the mainstream reaction from the blog sphere and so forth seems to be very emotional, and that's where you're seeing things like kill them all, this is an act of war, and that's what's frightening, is that it's going to slightly start to bubble up.
President Obama is asking the nation not to jump to conclusions on what's behind the shootings. Federal investigators are still piecing together clues to find out what caused a person to go on a killing spree. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News.